Joyce, Piper Bothwell, Ella Jacobson, Abby McDonough. And now your starters for your Fairfield Woods Wildcats. Number 22 from Jennings Elementary, Juliana Tissot. Number 35 from North Stratfield Elementary, Maya Hall. Number 11 from Osborne Hill Elementary, Julia Mertz. Number 10 from Osborne Hill Elementary, Holland Pope-Frost. And number 23 from Osborne Hill Elementary, Peyton Oshry.
All right, what's the in-town rivalry? Rodger Ludlowe versus Fairfield Woods Middle School. What we've all been waiting for. We saw the boys play them, which they won. Right now, Fairfield Woods is 5-1. Really good record right now. They're first right now in the rankings. And let's get you from some Fairfield Woods Middle School basketball in a couple of moments. All right, Woods, we are underway. Woods winning Ludlow winning the tip. Right now, Rodger Ludlowe Middle School right now, they're 0-5 against Fairfield Woods is 5-1. And the crowd's sounding real live. And here comes Woods, who pulls down the steal. Juliana Tissot pulling that one down. And here comes Oshry. Oshry suffering an ankle injury a couple of games ago. She came down against Tomlinson as Maya Hall pulls that one. And the rebound by Bothwell. Bothwell passing it to Joyce. Joyce back to Smith. Here comes Smith against Mertz and Oshry. The screen, smiling while doing so, can't complete it. And here comes Maya Hall coming to defend. And Ludlow putting up the first shot, won't go, fighting for the rebound. And that'll be a jump ball going Woods' way. 0-0 right now, the pass going towards Ludlow. And Tissot inbounding this one, passing it, looking, finding Hall. Here comes Hall. Also, Woods, this is going to be the last live All right, Woods, we're back with some technical difficulties. As I was saying, we wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and to those who don't celebrate it, Happy Kwanzaa or Happy Hanukkah. And here comes Oshry resetting. Oshry going up against her Ludlow defender. The screen from Tissot, the foul, and that'll be going Ludlow way. And Mertz giving some advice to Tissot about screen setting and not making it too harsh. And the inbounding by Bothwell. Bothwell passing it to Joyce. Here comes Joyce. Passing it to the corner, finding Smith. Smith back to Bothwell. Bothwell finding McDonough as the layup won't go. Rebound by Tissot. Tissot, that's already 2 boards so far. And we talked about we talked with Atwood before the game how Tissot really good at pulling those boards down as the turnover by Woods. We talked about how Juliana is really good at pulling those boards down, and especially without the presence of their big man, Ishal, they're going to need a really great hustler to pull down the boards. And here comes Ludlow, looking for an opening. Here comes McDonough. McDonough looking for someone. Julia traps her. Here comes Smith. Smith against Otoshi. And the steal by Mertz. Mertz resetting, finding Otoshi. Otoshi, this crowd looking very loud. And the rebound, fighting for it. Holland pulls it down. Here comes Mertz. Mertz passing it to Hall. Hall going in, pushing against her defenders, bounces it away. And Ludlow pulls down the steal, and here comes Smith. Smith against Otoshi. Otoshi playing great defense in this season so far. And the steal by Hall. Hall on the fast break. Hall taking it slow, resetting. Hall to Otoshi. Otoshi and Hall, great connection between those two. Getting a lot of passes in, back and forth. And the crossover by Otoshi. Otoshi going in the foul, and we'll be going to the line for two. And a shout out to a couple of fans here. We're going to have Sophia Giuliolo, Sloan, and Gianna on the stream. Special shout out for loud fans. And here comes Otoshi. First one at the line. And Otoshi can't get her first, but let's see what she can do in her second. Otoshi makes her first, and it's 1-0 so far as Otoshi getting her first points off the free throw. And Peyton Otoshi, she's the daughter of Craig Otoshi, UConn legend, third in best free throws, as here comes Ludlow going in. That's Martha Smith scoring that one for Rodger Ludlow, and Ludlow getting the advantage, 2-1. Otoshi calling the plays Atwood. Hall to Mertz. Mertz looking for an opening, drives, finds Tissot in the corner. Tissot looking for someone, decides to post up, gets it to Hall. Here comes Hall, trapped, back to Tissot. Tissot going in, and she lost it, but gets it to Hall. And here comes Holland passing it to Otoshi. And here comes Otoshi deciding to reset the screen from Mertz. Otoshi going in to Tissot in the corner. Tissot thinks about it but won't. Here comes Hall. Back to Otoshi. Otoshi thinking about it. Otoshi going in. The drive off the glass. Won't go. Just bounces out. And great hustle by Tissot, but Smith will pull it down. Here comes Smith driving. We'll be staying here as the tip from Maya Hall. And we've been talking about how Woods, both the boys and girls, have been very aggressive this season, hustling for boards and getting shots up. As Smith, 4-1 right now. And here comes Otoshi. Otoshi going in against Smith. Otoshi resetting. Otoshi doing a little fancy stuff right there. Otoshi posting up, going in, off the glass, won't go. And that's going to be a rebound by Bothwell. And the steal by Juliana. And the bucket to go. 3-4. Great hustle by Juliana Tissot. The steal and the layup. Great combination. Here comes Smith. Smith against Mertz. Smith going in. And we're going to be seeing Charlie Thompson going to come in. And here comes Joyce. Joyce finding the paint, the foul, and not a foul, actually a travel going Wood's way. And Thompson gonna be going in for Holland, as Tissot gonna be inbounding this one, taking the center position. Great responsibility, the center. Always have to find good moves in the paint and facilitating. Here comes Hall. Hall going in, finds herself against two defenders. And here comes Tissot. Tissot to Hall. Hall to Otoshi. Otoshi looking for an opening, gets it to Julia. Back to Hall. Hall driving. The shot won't go, bounces out. And here comes Hall again. Hall looking for someone, crosses over, driving in. Hall finding Thompson. Thompson, the shot won't go. And rebound by Smith. Smith driving, finding McDonough. McDonough back to Smith. Smith, the shot won't go. Rebound by Tissot. That's already 3 boards so far for Juliana Tissot. And here comes Otoshi. Otoshi against Smith. Great defense by Smith, but Otoshi shakes her off. Gets it to Tissot. Tissot to Otoshi. Otoshi deciding where to go with it. Otoshi. 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Mertz driving in, passing to Juliana. Juliana bouncing it around. Gets it to Hall. Hall, oh, she falls down. The shot won't go. Rebound by Smith. Smith, not a lot of scoring here in this first quarter for Woods, or in the game in general. And here comes Smith. Smith looking over the floor. Mertz playing tight defense on her. The pass in the paint for Jacobson. And the foul on Thompson. And McDonough will be going to the line for 2. And we're seeing Craig Otoshi here talking to her daughter. What a wholesome moment as we see the UConn legend passing it on to the new generation. And this crowd not letting Ludlow get easy free throws. And the second free throw here won't go. Foot on the line, and we'll be going Woods' way. And we're going to be seeing Avery Eller here in the game. And Tissot going to be inbounding this one. Tissot fighting someone. Can't find anyone, so gets it to Otoshi. Here comes Peyton. Peyton going in. Peyton the crossover, shakes her off. Here comes Otoshi. Otoshi going in. Otoshi the crossover. Gets it to Eller. Eller passing it to Hall. Hall decides to reset. Eller to Tissot. Tissot going in. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Otoshi, who tries a 3. Nothing but net for Peyton Otoshi. And 6-4. Now this is going to be a real game, Woods. And here comes Joyce, passing it to Smith. Smith, the layup, won't go. I'm sorry, Woods. And the travel on Ludlow, and we'll be going Woods' way. And but that'll be out of bounds, going Woods' way. And Woods really got to find a way to beat that full court press. Me and Elwood were talking about this one today, and really got to find a way to beat that full court press. Really one of the things that keeps Woods inside of their weaknesses, as the foul on McDonough, and staying here. Otoshi passing it in to Eller. Eller, and the steal by Rodger Ludlowe. Smith with that one. Here comes Smith. Smith going in against Eller. Smith shaking off Eller. Smith finds herself on a quadruple team as Otoshi, great ball movement, and that'll get a foul on Ludlow. And Eller going to be inbounding this one. Eller gets it to Otoshi. And here comes Otoshi. Otoshi resetting. And we're going to have Nathan Van Dorp at the end of the first quarter bringing you a report. And here comes Tissot. Tissot gets it to Hall. Hall going in. Back to Otoshi. Otoshi thinks about it. The jab set gets it to Tissot. Tissot back to Otoshi. Otoshi, 10 seconds remaining. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The travel, 3 seconds remaining.
Traveling violation on Woods.
3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And in the second half, we're going to have Jude Rosenberg on play-by-play. You're going to be seeing him. And the full court will be bouncing off the gutter. And that was going to be some first quarter action for you, Fairfield Woods. And we're going to be passing it over to Nathan Van Dorp for your quarter interview. Take it away, Nathan.
Hello, Fairfield Woods. It is Nathan Van Dorp, the new analyst announcer here for Fairfield Woods during the break. This game, I mean, it has been relatively low scoring. You know, leaders right now from the game. The current score is 6-4 Fairfield Woods. Peyton Austrie did just hit a three-pointer, and Peyton Austrie does have the highest points in this game. I mean, everybody's looking for Fairfield Woods to come out on top as they have the best record in the league at 4-0 right now. We're trying to end the game quick here. I mean, it is a pretty relatively low-scoring game, but Fairfield Woods is trying to make it win and playing hard. It seems like everybody's having like equal opportunities. Peyton Austrie's field goal attempts and makes, and everybody's just playing a well-rounded game. Back to you, Arav.
All right, thank you, Nathan. All right, let's bring you some second quarter action. I'm sorry, Woods. Here, as the score right now is 6-4. Woods leading off the three from Peyton Austrie. Right now, she's got 4 of the Woods 6 points. The other basket coming from Juliana Tissot off the hustle and the layup. Now Woods needs to find a way to stop Martha Smith. She's really getting a lot of steals, and she's really getting those fast break points off the lane. And for the first time, we're going to be seeing our cheerleaders back, as we haven't seen them since 2 games ago, which I believe was against Tomlinson. And Smith passing it to Bothwell. Bothwell finds Smith in the paint. The steal by Juliana Tissot. Tissot, the fast break, passing it to Hall. Here comes Hall. Hall going in at the half. Gets it to Austrie. Austrie finding Mertz. Mertz gets it to Holland. Holland bonks off the head, but Ludlowe managed to get the steal. And look at Smith go against Mertz. The turnaround, the travel on Smith, and we'll be going Woods' way. And here comes Tissot. Tissot finding an inbound. Gets it to Maya Hall. Hall against tight defense. Bothwell playing great defense. Catches up to Hall. Hall passing it to Austrie. Austrie to Mertz. Mertz, the jab step, makes her fall down. And here comes Hall going in. The mid-range will go. Rebound by Ludlow. Fighting for it though. And taking it up the floor will be Bothwell, passing it to Smith. Here comes Smith. 7 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And here comes Joyce. Joyce. Back to Bothwell. Back to Smith. Smith falls down, and the foul will be staying here. Rodger Ludlowe ball. Bothwell inbounding. Gets it to McDonough. McDonough going in. The steal by Mertz. Mertz looking for an opening. Gets it to Tissot. Here comes Tissot to Austrie. Austrie going in. Only a 2-point lead for Woods. Austrie getting 4 of the Woods' 6 points so far. Austrie tries the mid-range. High arcing shot. Won't go. Rebound by Hall, but yet fighting for it. And Jacobson will be pulling that one down. And here comes Smith running the point. Smith against Mertz. Gets it to the paint. Jacobson. And tipped out by Woods. Will be staying here. And we'll be seeing a substitution here for Rodger Ludlowe. Olivia Gardy will be subbing in for Henley Joyce. Here comes Bothwell. And we'll be having an Atwood and Austrie interview at the half. And the foul on Woods right now. 2 fouls for Woods against Ludlowe 0. And Smith with the free throw. This Woods crowd not letting them get a peaceful free throw. And Smith, her first. Won't go. And we're going to be seeing a couple substitutions here for Fairfield Woods. We're going to be seeing Mertz and Tassel sitting down. Palazzolo and Eller going to be coming in for them. And Smith shooting her second. Will go and cuts the lead down to 1. It's 6-5. And Woods doing a great job with defensive stops, especially steals. As here comes Hall taking it up the floor. Hall to Austri. Austri resetting, calling the play. Austri passing it to Avery Eller. Eller on the floor. Eller finding someone. Eller decides to take it on herself. Eller, the layup, no foul. Will be staying here though. And Avery Eller started playing when she was 8, plays FBA, and also plays field hockey. So a variety of sports here for Avery Eller, but her main sport is basketball as we're having some problems here with the scoreboard. And Mr. King, substitute teacher here at Woods, also scoreboard, trying to figure out what's the problem with the scoreboard. And Woods, we're going to take a pause in this game as we're seeing some scoreboard problems. And Mr. King gonna figure it out. And now let's get back to this game as Eller inbounding to Austri. Austri going in, steps back. Austri going in, giving her all the space in the world. Austri going in to Hall. Hall finding Austri again. 5 minutes and 30 remaining in this one. Eller decides to take it on herself. Palazzolo pulls it down. Smith. Here comes Smith. Smith going in. Smith trying to find someone. Smith against Eller. Smith finding the paint. And we'll get it to Olivia Granley. The three from Smith bounces off the rim, won't go. And we're going to have Jude Rosenberg presenting you your play-by-play at second half. So stay tuned for him. He was trained by Chase Coburn, the legendary CC Frosty himself. So stick around for that. Piper Bothwell going to be inbounding this one. Bothwell gets it to the corner. Here comes Smith. Smith, the mid-range with no cover on her. The rebound by Austri. Austri, tough double team on her. And Palazzolo going to be taking this one. Brian Palazzolo, her brother, played for the Little League World Series Fairfield team, who won as Maya Hall getting the basket to go. The crowd going wild. And as I was saying, Brian Palazzolo, Little Leaguer for the Fairfield Woods Middle School World Series bronze medal. As here comes Smith going in against Holland. Smith, the tough layup, won't go. Rebound by Austri. Austri going in on the fast break. Austri, the steal by Smith, coming in like a fox. Nobody's seeing her. And Woods gonna be inbounding this one. Smith just came out of nowhere as Eller gonna be inbounding this one. Eller trying to find someone. Eller looking, gets it to Austri. Austri, Smith falling down. Austri tries a three. Austri with 2 threes so far in this game. 10-5, Woods with a 5-point lead. And great performance here by Peyton Austri. As here comes Smith. Smith going in. Hall with the steal. Hall going in, deciding to take it on herself. Here comes Hall. Hall against Bothwell. Gets it to Eller. Eller back to Hall. Back to Austri. Great ball moving here by Woods. And Austri gets it to Hall. Hall going in. We're going to see Mr. D'Angelo coming in Bannock Pavilion. Eller going in. Gridley tripping up a little bit. The foul. And Eller will be going to the line for 2. 3 minutes and 30 remaining in this one. Remember, we're going to have Jude Rosenberg presenting for second half action. And remember, we're going to have Atwood and Austri interview playing at the half. So stick around for that. And let's give a shout out to Haven's Hot Chicken on Post Road. for sponsoring this live stream, as Eller going to be making move from the line. And here comes Bothwell. Bothwell back to Smith. And again, we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you don't celebrate that, Happy Kwanzaa and a Happy Hanukkah. And the travel on Rodger Ludlowe and Palazzolo going to be inbounding this. Palazzolo finding Otoshi, but the steal won't go as staying Woods' way. Palazzolo will be finding someone. Palazzolo finds Eller. Eller going in. Eller finds Holland. Holland posting up. Holland trying the layup. Won't go. No foul. And here comes Smith. Smith going in. Smith. The screen from Bothwell. Smith. The foul. The foul on Bothwell. And this will be going Woods' way. And Bothwell, we saw hitting it on the elbow there. And here comes Hall. Hall crossing over, gets it to Otoshi. Otoshi resetting. 3 minutes remaining in this one. Hall finding. Otoshi looking. Here comes Eller. Eller to Hall. Hall coming in. Hall finding Palazzolo. Palazzolo. The cut from Eller won't go. Here comes Hall passing it to Eller. Great ball movement here by Woods. Eller back to Holland. Holland to Hall. Hall coming in. Hall back to Otoshi. Great ball movement yet again. Otoshi going in against Smith. Otoshi in the paint for Kaya Palazzolo. The steal by Smith. Smith juggling it around. Picks up her dribble. And here comes McDonough. McDonough getting it to Gredley. And back to Smith. Smith to Bothwell. Bothwell tries a three. Front rim. And Holland pulling down the rebound. Here comes Otoshi. Otoshi coming in. The crossover. Otoshi looking for someone. Otoshi coming in. Gets it to Eller. Eller back to Hall. Hall looking. Gets it to Holland. Holland, the layup. Gets it blocked by Smith. And Eller getting the rebound. Here comes Eller. Eller looking. Eller going in. Finding someone, I guess. And here comes Otoshi. Otoshi going in. Back to Eller. Eller gets it to Palazzolo. Palazzolo shoots it directly, the air ball. And here comes Jacobson. Jacobson to Smith. Smith, 1:40 remaining in this one. Smith coming in. The foul.
Offensive foul on Ludlow. Woods ball going down.
Defensive foul on Ludlow will be going Woods' way. Great call, Jude. Palazzolo right next to the Woods bench, going to be inbounding this one to Eller. And Eller going to be taking it up the floor. Eller with 1.5 minutes remaining. Gets to Otoshi. Otoshi, an injury report off the ankle turn against Tomlinson. She's doing all right wearing that ankle brace, keeping her comfortable during this game. But she seems to be doing all right, doing her normal stuff. Holland looking for someone, gets it to Eller. Eller going in. Eller looking. 1 minute remaining. Eller looking. Eller resetting. Eller to Otoshi. Otoshi. Maya moving. Here comes Otoshi. Otoshi going in. Otoshi to Hall. Hall going in. Back to Otoshi. Otoshi trying a three, won't go. The step back. We can see a lot of resemblance with Otoshi's game and Craig's game. They're both finding the three, both finding to draw a foul because they know that they're both good from the free throw line. As Otoshi going in. Hesitation dribble. Gets it to Hall. Hall. 30 seconds remaining. Hall, the mid-range shot. Won't go. Letting it go out of bounds. And Ludlow will be getting the ball. And at the half, we'll be having an Atwood and Otoshi interview for the first time, a double interview. And we're also going to have Jude Rosenberg for second half action. Redley. Bothwell. Bothwell finding Smith. Smith gets it to Bothwell. Bothwell back in for the mid-range, won't go. And that's going to be a rebound by Ludlow, the foul. And that'll be a foul on Woods. 6 seconds remaining in the second quarter here. And we'll be having a halftime show sponsored by Haven's Hot Chicken. You can go find them on the Post Road. And back to the paint. The mid-range shot won't go. 2-1-0. And at the half, Woods Wildcats lead Ludlow 11-5. And let's get you the interview with Otoshi and Atwood that we had before this game. And once we're done with that, we're going to be sending it to Jude Rosenberg for your second half action.
Hello, Fairfield Woods Middle School. I'm here with Peyton Otoshi and Coach Atwood. So, Coach, knowing that she's your niece, how do you feel of having the privilege to coach her, especially here at Woods?
Yeah, I mean, she's a really hard worker. She goes from practice to training with her dad who played at UConn. So any additional tips I can give her about being a great point guard, because I was a point guard as well, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, so what is your strategy going into this one for both of you?
What do you think? What should we focus on?
We should focus on getting good shots and yeah.
Yeah, I think shot selection is really important and breaking the press.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, thank you, Atwood. Thank you, Peyton. All right, Woods, back to you, Jude.
Okay, Fairfield Woods, we're going to send it to our sideline announcer, Lorenzo Shtufaj, for a brief break segment going into the second half. Thanks, Woods.
Hi, I'm Lorenzo Shtufaj, your analyst now for today, and it has been a defensive showdown in this rivalry game between the Fairfield Woods Wildcats and the Ludlowe Bulldogs. 16 points scored on both sides. Peyton Otoshi scoring the most in the game, 5 points. That's all for the entire team. Both defenses have been playing amazingly. 11-4, only 11 points allowed for Ludlow, and only 5 points allowed for Fairfield Woods. Let's see if this could keep up here in the second half. Back to you, Jude.